EA Sports. Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. Today, we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. They're lining up to boot it away. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy, David. You know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. They're just about ready to kick it away. On the run from inside his 25. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. The kickoff team out there getting set. Takes it inside the 25, chance for great field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25, he's brought down at the 26. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse. Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the... We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There was some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess. Dave,
we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Yeah, receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And, Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Can't find his man as he took a This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. Just about set to kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football and still...
Snags it down the right side. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Keeps the legs moving. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After picking up this 1st down on the ground, let's see what they do. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The give is to Smith. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. On the move, it's Good. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And now this offense will take the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to throw. He fires one deep over the middle.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, he's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Snatches it on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to pass it. He's in for the touchdown. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And here comes the offense on second down. He'll take it himself. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. Robinson will throw. They're trying to get... And here's a fumble way behind the line. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. And he's going to make it all the way in for a touchdown off the fumble recovery. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Here's the return from inside the 25. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Goes to the option. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Looks as if he's going to run it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that.
Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Release to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Robinson looking to pass. Pressure coming. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Feeling some heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the 2nd quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. Looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now, and a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Right down the middle. And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They're bringing heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. Straight ahead from inside his 25. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Robinson will throw. Trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces. They force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, trying to beat the D deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The back goes in motion. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Robinson looking to pass. Getting some heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. That is no good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. He's going for a big play downfield. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. The offense starts with a short field. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got enough for the first. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And now on first down after converting with the run. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Robinson will throw. Coming after it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. 10. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down on this defense.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He's looking to throw on third and short. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within one possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the middle. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Robinson looking to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped.
Sends it downfield. And he'll make the catch at the 15. Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. So now they're staring at a second and long from their 20. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right. He bullies his way into the end zone for a touchdown. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game. It would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Takes the easy completion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Robinson will throw. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to it. On third down, going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.